And we live it. That's why we do not seem to focus on it. And we say, well, why is His Highness being so kind to Canada? And when I had a meeting with His Highness, he says, you know, Canada needs to export its pluralism. Then I went to Malaysia and Singapore, and I realized what it meant. We respect each other. We do not tolerate. We respect each other. We understand. And these functions allow us to interact through knowledge and respect each other's tradition, each other's culture, each other's values, and realize that there is so much common within each of us. And I think with this commonality, we can avoid the clash of ignorance. Because it's not a clash of civilization, it's a clash of ignorance when people don't know. And when things happen around the world and religions get blamed, no religion in the world preaches intolerance. Every religion preaches tolerance. So I think we extend to each other warm greetings. Eid Mubarak, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, and a very, very prosperous Happy New Year. And I would request that we all give our time, energy, effort to helping make the world a better place. Thank you.
I think I can raise it up a bit. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, Salaam alaikum, and Eid Mubarak. And I really want to thank you for having me here this evening. It's an honor and a privilege. I'd like to extend greetings on behalf of all our parliamentarians across the entire House of Commons. I think we're the only representatives from the federal government today, so we'll extend greetings from everyone. It's an exciting time to be a new parliamentarian. As you know, I've only been in the business about 6-8 weeks, and I thank you for your support in helping to get me there. But, geez, I wonder if the next 6-7 weeks will be equally exciting. Is it always like this? We've almost had a new government yet again. I just want to tell you that we're all here to work hard for you on behalf of all of your issues as well. Your issues are our issues, whether it's investment in the economy. We'll hold the government account on the economic statement and investments that need to be made on immigration reform, on newcomer assistance, all those issues that are important to all of us. And while we're celebrating here tonight, since I'm new, we're still in the certificate business, so maybe I can ask Mobeen to come up and maybe we could all three of us present the certificate to you. I will, as soon as I'll just read it quickly to you, it's not too long. So on behalf of the residents of Mississauga Streetsville, I'd like to extend my greetings to the Muslim community celebrating Eid-ul-Adha. It is truly a festive occasion as you celebrate the pilgrimage to Mecca. This occasion also marks the willingness of Abraham to sacrifice his firstborn son Ishmael in order to obey Allah. Today, you celebrate this unwavering faith by praying and sharing food with your family, neighbors, friends, and particularly those in need. Today is a time to celebrate renewed dedication to faith, family, and community. It is also a time to pray for forgiveness and in turn forgive those in our lives for whom we feel resentment. This is a very powerful and liberating day. As you gather with friends and family to take part in prayers and festivities in mosques across homes in Canada, please accept our best wishes for a joyful celebration. Thank you. And as I have replaced a Muslim member, I would like to be that honorary Muslim member. So please feel free to invite me to all your events. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much to Derek and Yasmin and Bonnie, and Derek especially, who's been here, I think, since we first started doing this 12 years ago as well. Now we've heard from Minister Bentley and Mr. Tory from the provincial level, but I would like to specifically recognize, if they're still here, Bob Delaney and Reza Maridi, who are two MPPs. Are you still here? Thank you. Congratulations. Thank you for coming. We really appreciate the support. It means a lot. Also, we are joined by Councillor Susan Hall and Councillor Masood Khan. If you can please, where are they? Thank you very much, Councillor. Welcome you and thank you for the support. Now, I'd also like to, we have two other special guests who we've asked to bring greetings, and I'll start with my own Durham Chief of Police. You always have to be nice to the Chief of Police in your community. You never know. I'd like to call on Mike Yules, the Chief of Police from Durham Region. Mike, if you can come up, please, and say a few words. Welcome.
Thank you, Janet. Good evening. Assalamu alaikum. It's an honor for me to be here once again for the celebration of Eid and to bring greetings from your neighbors to the east. That is Durham Region, 600,000 strong, 8 municipalities. And as Chief of Police for the last 18 months, it's been my distinct pleasure to serve that community. I listened very intently to the messages this evening from our honored guests and speakers, and through the conversations I've had with amongst friends. And as you know, the media has played a significant role in focusing on the city of Oshawa, the heart of our region, and the challenges we face in the economic area of automotive production. They talk about the challenges, but as I always feel as an optimist, that within those challenges there are always opportunities for our community. And tonight I'm really inspired by the messages of our faith communities, that through their strength and support, through the leadership of our political opportunities, and with your support we will move forward and come out of it even stronger than before. So I thank you for this evening. I thank you for your inspiration. And on behalf of my wife Crystal and I, we come every year to all of the celebrations, and we go home fortified. And for that I appreciate that, and thank you very much for your support.
Chief, thank you very, very much, you and Crystal, for joining us again. I'd now like to call on the York Chief of Police, Armand Labarge. Armand?
Your Honor, Consul General Hussein, Consul General Ney, Imams, Reverends, and good friends all. Bismillah, Eid Mubarak to all of you.
The men and women of York Regional Police, I want to to each and every one of you on this the day on which Hazrat Ibrahim was willing to place his son as much as Muslims all around the world. Hazrat Ibrahim's solemn acts of obedience and submission. I share in your commitment to spreading peace, to strengthening families, and to renewing friendships, and to helping those in need. Now I'm pleased that Deputy Chief Eric Jolliffe and Staff Sergeant Ricky Virapin, two very well-known members of our community, have joined Denise and I here this evening. And I know we all want to thank our good friend and our educator, President Mobeen Kaja, and all the members of the Association of Progressive Muslims Ontario for inviting us to tonight's Eid-ul-Adha dinner. It was 6 years ago today that I was sworn in as the Chief of York Regional Police. And I'm proud to say that the very first community event I attended in my capacity as Chief of Police was this dinner. And the second community event that I attended was a gathering at the Islamic Society of Markham. So I've had the very good fortune of meeting many friends, and I had the good fortune of meeting Mobeen Kaja 2 years before I was sworn in as the Chief of Police. And I can tell you that in the intervening 8 years, my respect for him has grown in the same proportion as my understanding and love of Islam and my admiration of the Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, has. I've had the privilege of serving the citizens of York Region in my capacity as a police officer for over 35 years now. And I can tell you that as police officers, we fully appreciate the fact that our activities can impact on an individual for life and on a community for generations. It's important to remember that as police officers, we're entrusted with not only the requirement to preserve our nation's ideals of justice and kindness, but we're also entrusted with the responsibility of preserving the sanctity of human life and life itself. So as we gather here this evening in the presence of As-Salam and Al-Munahamin to commemorate Hazrat Ibrahim's solemn acts of obedience and submission, I am reminded by the fact that the Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, had the challenging job at times of intervening between warring tribes. And in the course of his deliberations, it was not uncommon for one tribe to be upset when he showed compassion to another. And the Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, nonetheless did not deviate from the path of justice. So his life
serves as an example for all police officers and judges because in administering justice, he made no distinction between believers and non-believers, between friends and foes, and between rich and poor.